is Thursday, 13th June. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of THG News Today on THG Network with your host, Mervyn Henley. The news, of course, is powered by Carl & Son's unique bakery on the island of St. Maarten with 3 locations and theses on Nevis. If this is your first time joining us here this morning on THG Network, we ask that you subscribe to our channel because here is where you get news, information, entertainment, weather, and no propaganda, but commentary. Yes? So let's begin this morning with news out of St. Maarten. Minister of Justice Lyndon Lewis sounded the alarm on Wednesday at the Council of Ministers press briefing when he announced that school bus drivers have been sexually harassing students who use their buses to go to and from school. He cautioned that an investigation is underway and those drivers who opted to violate the students will face the full measure of the law. Lewis said that one driver even drove a student into an alley. The minister issued a warning to all school bus drivers, reminding them that their primary responsibility is to ensure the safety and security of all students who use the school buses. He cautioned that this conduct will not be tolerated. Lewis said he is getting too many reports of sexual harassment directed towards students by school bus drivers. He said that such behaviors are utterly unacceptable. And according to MSN News, the minister went on to say that within the past 3 weeks, he received 3 complaints with indications that more may exist. He said that the reports detail verbal harassment, which in one case is alarming. The minister cautioned that these kinds of behavior will result in severe consequences, including prosecution. The minister said he would call for an urgent meeting with school bus transportation operators and the ministry officials this Saturday to discuss the matter further. Those drivers and operators stand to lose their contracts while facing prosecution. These people are just despicable, pitifully nasty, and they deserve for the whole hammer to be brought down on them, to be messing with school children. I know of one case where there is this, well, let's leave it there because these kind of things just gets me angry. And we know of cases where even senior government officials, they sit in these high top positions messing with underage children and the school children. Just nasty. And they deserve jail time for that. Not just nasty, they deserve jail time. So I support the minister. Bring them to justice. Let us continue. Still on St. Maarten, we heard of the shooting death of a band member of the Skillful Band on St. Maarten, and the police, they are currently investigating this murder. This took place in Guana Bay, and detectives, there's an ongoing investigation. A young man known by the St. Maarten community, popular in his own right, respectable young man, just doing what he loves best, which is music. We saw this yesterday on the social media page of the Skillful Band, so we're going to just do this quick tribute for him. So here it is. Wow. Let me say condolences to the family, to his friends, to his fellow band members, to the community of St. Maarten. And murders especially, not something you would hear on a daily basis, even a weekly or monthly basis on the island of St. Maarten, unlike other countries. And so when it happens, it brings a different kind of shock. Yes, you'll hear about the robberies, you'll hear about forced entry and stuff like that, but as far as murders, you do not get a lot of that from the island. Police, well, now it's time for you to beef up patrol, do what you have to do. I can't even ask the government to take control of your island now. You don't want to get this out of control. I guess I cannot ask the government because of all the political instability at this time on the island. So just one thing after the next for the people of St. Maarten. Here now, the entire island has been thrown into mourning. The entire island, they have to deal with, on the Dutch side, they have to deal with the electricity going out every day for hours. And then there is the elections they have to deal with. And all of these things, they can play with one's mind. It's so much, only so much someone can deal with. So again, to the family of the young brother, our condolences. Just hang in there. Okay, let's continue with our news for this morning. We are now going to go to news out of the British Virgin Islands. And in the British Virgin Islands, according to figures, amid the ongoing discussions about sexually transmitted infections in the community, statistics from the health ministry show that in the last 5 years, slightly more males contracted the virus, that is AIDS, HIV, than females. Overall, close to 50 people have been treated for HIV in the local healthcare system. According to the figures from the health ministry, there have been 29 cases of HIV between 2019 and 2023, 12 new diagnoses among females and 17 among males. The health ministry said HIV was identified in persons between the ages of 25 and 84, with the majority being in the 25 to 70 age group. What kind of nonsense is this? Seriously, if you're going to give statistics, give proper statistics. What age, what group, this group, 25 to 84 or 25 to 70, who does that? You can probably say 25 to 40 or 18 to 30. Why this broad range? I mean, I'm not even sure why I'm reading this story. Between 25 and 84. Really? Like seriously, Tortola, BVI? What kind of statistics you're sharing with people? An age group 25 to 70. No, we're not going to read any more of this. And then she went on to say something about between ages of 13 and 64 should get tested for at least as... come on, we're not going to read any more of this. I'm sorry. Let's go to the other story, producer. I'm sorry. This is just nonsense. Can't repeat nonsense on THG Network. Incarcerated entertainer Vybz Kartel. According to his attorneys, his heart functionality has been reduced by at least 50% over the last year and has increased his chances of death, according to his attorney. Attorney-at-law Isat Buchanan made the disclosure while arguing that the entertainer, whose heart disease is worsening and will not be able to withstand another trial with his heart condition. Citing a medical report prepared by Dr. Karen Phillips on June 3rd and accompanying affidavit, Buchanan said a retrial in circumstances where it is not his fault, it is the inability to get the type of treatment to save his life would be unfair to him and would not be in the interest of justice to order a retrial to put him through this ordeal, which certainly on medical evidence is something he would not sustain. Buchanan also pointed to a psychological report which he used to highlight the emotional toll and mental stress experienced by Vybz Kartel since his incarceration. Now, I can understand his heart condition. I'm not even going to dispute that or say I don't believe it. But please do not come with this psychological report crap. Because I am sure that 90% of the inmates in a jail cell in Jamaica somewhere, or whatever the case may be, they too can present a psychological report. They too can say and highlight the emotional toll and mental stress. So I don't think that will have any impact on the panel's, the judges, the panel's decision, right? So the Buchanan has asked the 3-judge panel in the Court of Appeal to also look at the expenses of a new trial, the medical expenses and the expenses covered for all the other litigants in the first trial, along with the entertainer's inability to earn funds to care for his dependents. Kartel, whose given name is Adijah Palmer Shaw, Sean Jones, Tom Campbell, Kahira Jones, and Andre St. John, were all handed life sentences in April 2014 for the 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams. The Court of Appeal upheld their convictions in 2020. However, on March 14th, 2024, the United Kingdom-based Privy Council, Jamaica's final court of appeal, overturned the convictions on the grounds of juror misconduct. It said the trial judge should have dismissed tainted juror Livingston Kane, who was later found guilty of accepting a bribe to try to influence the panel. However, the Privy Council did not free the men. It ordered that the Court of Appeal should decide whether there should be a retrial. So that's the latest from the Vybz Kartel court matters. In a couple of days or a week or so, well, maybe this week, we'll hear what the court decides. That brings us to the end of THG News Today, THG Network. My name is Mervyn Henley. Do join me again tomorrow. It's Friday. Thank God it will be Friday tomorrow. Do join me again tomorrow for a similar presentation. Folks, it's been great to be here with you this morning, as always. The news, of course, sponsored by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on St. Maarten and the Feathers on Nevis. Have a blessed day.
Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Maarten for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are 2 locations, Colbay and on the Punfill. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Punfill, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feathers, the coziest spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feathers, located at the entrance to the Cotton Jewelry Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They are also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.